Okay. Hi. I still hear music. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, uh-oh.
Hold on 1 second.
I hear no music. So,
I do.
do you have like
Okay.
do you have this open on like YouTube or something?
No, I think now what's weird is I hear feedback on my end, but I didn't hear it earlier. So I'm gonna switch some things out.
Oh,
See if that helps. No, I thought I did. Oh, I do. I did have it open on YouTube. Okay.
that's what I thought.
That's a fun intro, guys. All right. Hi, everyone. I am Brittany, the Cosmic Lunar Soul. And as always, I have with me Sil from Life Full of Simplicity. Hi, Sil. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. Now that I've figured out that I'm numbnut and had YouTube open.
It's okay.
Um, So today we are going to be doing the hashtag tarot through movie genres.
Yeah.
So this was done by Lucid Moons, and I have her video linked in the description, and all the prompts are in the description. This was a fun one because because I struggled, and also it made me really like think about the variety of decks that I have. I feel like that I always end up having to really think about them when I do tags
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was very difficult, for sure,
Yeah.
to pick
Some
that.
were like super easy. Like immediately I could just think of something right off the bat. And the other one, obviously, like I just pulled one out literally 5 minutes before starting this live stream. So it took that long to figure out.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with the prompts. Prompt
Mhm.
number 1 is sci-fi.
Yes.
All right, what did you pick?
Okay, so this was a hard one for me, honestly. I have I have a tarot deck that would fit this, but that I received for review, but I haven't actually filmed it yet, so I haven't like
Oh,
unboxed it or gone through it or anything like that. So I was
so
like, no, I should
technically doesn't
probably
count yet.
yeah, I should probably stick to like a deck that's actually in my collection. So I actually went with an oracle deck. I went with like a newer oracle deck that came into my collection. That's the Guides of the Hidden Realms.
Oh, okay.
This is by Colette Baron Reid. I don't know. Is it appearing backwards? Hold on.
Show it again. Yes.
Okay.
There we go.
There we go. So yeah, so I got this recently. This is from Hay House. It's a newer deck that she put out. This one's actually illustrated by her, which is a first for her. She actually did her own illustrations for this one, and honestly, I really like it. It reminds me of Aliens. So,
Oh, like the movie Aliens, or reminds you just of the
no,
creature?
just of aliens in
Oh,
general.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Hi, Alana. I love the backs. So these are the backs of them.
Oh, I love that. Are they
Yeah.
holographic or just glossy?
No, they're just glossy.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah. So when looking at it, it just really reminds me of like alien faces. I don't even
Yeah.
know. But there's just something about it.
Oh, yeah, a little creepy.
But I don't know. I really like it though. It's very interesting. There's keywords and stuff on there's titles and then keywords on the card, so it makes it like easy to
It looks
use
like
in
there
my
are also
opinion.
like phrases and stuff. Are there
Yeah, so
phrases on the card?
those are the keywords. So you have like,
Oh,
for
okay.
example, focused attention, prioritizing, and preserving on this one,
I
along
see.
with the title. So yeah, they could either be like a word or two together, or like just a word, or a small little phrase.
Alana is
So,
stealing my thunder.
oh, I knew that would be your deck for sci-fi, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, they look very alien-like, so I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick this one for sci-fi. I actually really like it. I was like a little surprised
I
by it,
like
to
it
be
too because
honest.
it
But
also isn't just like alien creatures. It looks like an alien planet too in some of the cards.
yeah, like this one is associated with like I don't know, coral and like there's a fish and stuff, so it feels like a very underwatery vibes.
Yes, like a sea.
Um yeah, and then there's like this one that like seems very night with like the dragonfly and like the moon.
It reminds me of when Mr. Burns became like radioactive and was really doped up.
Yes. This one has some kind of little mouse or something right here. Little creature over here.
Wow.
It's so fun. Like, I don't know. I really liked it. And the fact that she did this herself is very interesting. Like, this one is a butterfly. They have like very
What do you mean
butterfly
she did
esque.
this herself?
She's the one who illustrated it. This is her first deck that she
Oh,
illustrated herself. She didn't hire an artist like she
oh,
usually does.
cool.
Usually she works with an artist. This one has a
Yeah.
dragon in
Oh,
it.
I love that.
And then here we have like a lotus and like there's a little bunny. There's a little bunny. So yeah, I don't know, I really like it. It surprised me. This one has octopi in it or octopus, I don't know. Octopuses.
Octopi, I guess.
Yeah. There's two of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I really liked it. And I chose this one for my sci-fi. So now you can be predictable and show us
Obviously, I
Eldridge.
went with the Eldridge Overload. This is the big codex that goes with it, but it's like even the book itself is very sci-fi looking.
That's
and
cool.
like, see if I can find like a page here where it looks very much like it's a computer program, the entire book. See if I can find the main page here. You can even see like it looks like executable files and stuff. And
That's
it feels very like futuristic, hanging out on an alien planet kind of thing with like, you know, those shows where like everything happens in space and there's like that one bar that all the aliens hang out in. That's what this feels like.
Yeah.
It's giving very much just different species. I mean, it's most obviously a sci-fi deck.
Yes.
But then
I knew you would choose that one. I knew it.
Yeah, I mean, I had to. It was like morally obligated to. But I love this deck. I pull it out fairly regularly. It's so vibrant. And then you can even see like on the back, this like, speaking of octopus, this weird creature.
Something with tentacles.
Yes, it's like, let me see if you can see it.
Yeah.
The edges, those are actually like cameras. So it's like a surveillance device.
You know what this reminds me of? Oh my god, what's that movie from? Was it in the 80s? Hold on.
Was it a people movie or a cartoon movie?
No, it was a people movie. My Stepmother is an Alien. Have you ever seen that? From 1988?
I've heard of it, but I don't like a lot of 80s movies, so...
Oh. Yeah, so the fact that there's like a camera at the end reminds me of the alien that she keeps in her purse. So she herself is an alien and she has like an alien with her, and it's like she hides it like in a purse and it comes out and it's like a tentacle, but it has an eye.
Oh, yeah. That's exactly what this seems like.
This movie is actually really good. I actually really love it. It's with Dan Aykroyd from Ghostbusters.
I might check it out. I've seen it pop up, and yes, it was a ribbon bookmark because this book is quite large. So, and then like the back half of it is gaming, so it's like basically a sci-fi RPG in the back.
That's cool.
I haven't dived into that yet, but yeah. So
you should.
Sci-fi.
You should do something on your channel for that.
I need to, because I need to finish up the second half of the Citadel Oracle that I started. but I literally like moved and then just fell apart after
Yeah.
that.
Oh my god, you know what'd be really cool if you include like if you did a mashup of this with the dice casting that Dawn
Yes,
and Lisa did. If you got
yes.
like a futuristic dice set that goes with that deck, it would look so freaking
It's
cool.
so funny you say that because, like, after you sent me those bone dice, I ended up on a freaking rabbit hole, and I found these really cool, like, they almost look like glow in the day style dice, and they were like
Ooh.
really like luminous, I guess, and very colorful. And I was like, I don't need this, but now I guess maybe I'll add it to the list. Okay, number 2 is horror. What do you have for horror still?
Okay, so I picked based on the prompt, I went with the Hush Tarot.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
This one is really creepy. I do love it. And I have used it, but it has like this creepy factor in it. Some of there's like bugs in here and like
Oh
uh
yeah.
there's like masks that look like dead people. It's like really creepy, in my opinion. Let's see if I can find some creepy ones. Like, I don't know. This chick is under a cat, and there's like a
Oh, the
bug.
poor cat.
um, let's see.
Alana, if you get the Alana, sorry, if you get the Citadel Oracle, let me know. This special edition. Go ahead, sorry.
And then there's like this girl. She's like on this horse, but the horse is like decaying. Um,
Oh, it almost looks like from here. It almost looks like they're made of like porcelain and they're cracking.
yeah, possibly. But there's a lot of decay in this particular deck. It looks very strange. So I felt like it was like a good one for this particular prompt. Oh, the Emperor is really creepy in this because there's like these little people and they're in this procession and they have masks on, and it
Mhm.
reminds me of the original Pet Cemetery. If anyone's ever seen Pet Cemetery, like the
The
original
movie.
one yeah, from the 80s, the original one, which is a Stephen King novel
Yeah.
for anyone who doesn't know. The kids wear masks and stuff when they're going to the actual Pet Cemetery, so this reminded me of that. Let's see where else. They're weird.
That are weird.
That are weird. Oh, this one. She has like an ant or something on her and like a bird nesting on her
Is that like an
face.
eye?
Yes, it's someone's face.
Oh, that's her face. I see it now.
Yeah,
Okay.
and she has like bugs crawling on her and like a bird nesting on her. So I'm not sure if like she's dead and her eye is just open.
Kind of seems that way.
Yeah, very creepy. And then we have a skull here for the star card.
Oh, I like that card though. It's very pretty.
Let's see. Where's the other one? Oh, here's another one. A person, and
Ooh.
there's like a bug above her.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of bugs and like decay and things. It's
Mm-hmm.
interesting.
Very
And it's
macabre.
praying hands. So I felt like it was a really good pick for this particular prompt because the creepy. Oh yeah, this one's really creepy. This is the 3 of Swords, and this girl is definitely dead.
What are the swords? The flowers?
Um, I don't think there's actual depictions of swords in some of them.
Okay.
But it shows a little
Oh, I see.
little thing on
Okay.
top that tells you that it's the sword suit. So because I think this is like some of this was pre-existing art. I think that he put into the deck to make it fit.
Oh. Okay. I mean, it's cohesive, so that's cool.
Yeah, definitely interesting.
Um,
What about you? What did you pick for horror?
I chose Dark Reflections because I literally bought it for spooky
Oh,
season.
yeah.
I literally bought it to do sort of the haunted house tarot time, but then I really liked it. And even on the backs, you can see. I thought it was shattered glass at first, but I think it's actually a spider web. Now that someone pointed it out to me. Um, but the cards are they're Rider-Waite-Smith clones, but everything seems to have been zombified in a kind of way. And even people that don't appear to be zombies, like this guy has no irises. So, like, look at this creepy old man here. It's hard to see,
Oh my
sorry.
god.
But
That is a creepy old man.
it's very much a darker aspect of just like the traditional Rider-Waite, and everything is that much creepier. And this deck is meant to be kind of like a shadow work deck. So it kind of makes sense, exploring the darker aspects of oneself through creepy imagery, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I like it. I think that despite that, it's not like horror inducing. It just almost feels like, I feel like at first glance it almost seems normal, and then you look at the details of it and you're like, oh, that's a skeleton. It's a skeleton riding a horse. Okay. So it's like all the art in here. It's like I said, it's a clone, but at the end of the day, it's still like the creepy version of it. Mm-hmm. So I really like that. Really fun deck. It's a very darkly like drawn deck too. You have some of these like yellows you see, but overall you have these dark blues, purplish reds, and greens. So everything, the whole thing is just a very dark artwork altogether.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, number 2, romance, which I struggled with.
Oh my god, this was the hardest one for me because I don't have.
And so I guess I'll read it too, like, before you go on. It says a deck that focuses on relationships or romantic love between people with an overall emotionally satisfying or optimistic tone.
Yeah, so I didn't know what to pick, and this ended up being the last one that I was struggling on once I picked everything else. And I was like, I have nothing, first of all, on relationships. Right. I've been wanting to get the romantic tarot, which I think is a Lo Scarabeo deck, maybe. I don't know. It's on my wish list, though, but I don't have it. And I was like, I have nothing that focuses on romantic relationships in my collection, like not even oracle wise. So then I was like, maybe I should do something self-love related, or maybe I should just do like something positive, like optimistic related. Oh my god, I was like, I have no idea. Then I decided on Tarot of the Little Prince. So if you've ever read The Little Prince, or in French, Le Petit Prince, you would know that this actually revolves around a prince that goes from planet to planet, and he falls in love with a very manipulative rose. Yeah, so the rose actually, it manipulates him into caring for her. Yeah, but she actually... Yeah, flower. Yeah. So the rose is alive. The rose can talk. It has a face. It's alive because it's an alien technically. If you really think about it, because he goes from planet to planet. He goes from planet to planet traveling, and he comes across this planet that is like cold and like rocky, but he finds a single rose on it, and the rose can speak and everything. And these are the backs. The rose actually kind of in a way manipulates him, and the prince actually ends up loving the rose and cares for the rose and like puts a jar over her and everything. So in a way, I felt like the relationships, like the ups and downs of relationships and things, is what I actually thought of with this particular deck. Yeah. So this is what I went with.
That's I like how you like finally kind of got to something.
Yeah, and me too.
kind of had to go a sort of roundabout way to get there.
Yeah, it took a while, to be honest with you. Here's the Two of Cups. You see him caring for the rose.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Two of Swords. Here's the Hangman. Here's Death.
Oh my.
Here's the Three of Swords. This
Oh
deck is
wow, I
really
like
interesting. And I really love this deck. I love the Little Prince. Obviously, being in Montreal, Quebec, we read this in French in school,
yeah.
so I know the story. Not that I have read it in a long time. I haven't read it in a long time, but we have
I've never heard of it. Like I've heard of A Little Princess, but that's like completely different from what you described.
Mm-hmm. Well, the story is originally from France.
Yeah.
So
I love those cards though. They remind me of sort of like they kind of have there's like this artwork style and that reminds me of it. I feel like Everyday Witch kind of falls into it a little bit too. I don't know how to describe it, but I'm sure you kind of know what I mean.
Yeah, here's the Four of Cups.
Oh, giving very much Beauty and the Beast with that.
Yeah, I love it. So yeah, I really love this deck, and I have actually used it to give love related readings in the past.
Oh, have you?
Yes.
How did it feel versus using another deck? Did it feel more appropriately, like it fit the situation?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Okay.
Though I'd still like to have the romantic tarot in my collection, but yeah, this is like probably the go-to, I would say, for love readings, unless I decide just to pull a different deck, like just a regular deck or something. But
that's fair.
Yeah. What did you actually end up picking for this particular?
So I also don't have I don't have romance decks. So the whole thing with like romance readings, I tend not to like to do them for people because people are pushy and weird about it. But and then also I try not. I just don't like. A lot of romance decks are kind of like gaudy looking, so I just don't tend to lean towards them. So I was like, okay, well, kind of like you, I went through the process. I was like, okay, I don't have any romance or like love-esque type of decks. So I was like, okay, well, what about self-love? And I was like, okay, what deck would I use if I really wanted to do something revolving self-love? And I came up with the Black Femme Tarot.
Yeah, that's good.
I think that makes a lot of sense. Also, too, love doesn't have to have a color, but I feel like this kind of sweetheart, bubblegum, pink and blues and stuff really just, they're really bright and cheerful colors to me.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of so this deck, if you're not familiar with it, for those who are watching, it's focused very much on Black women and body positivity. So there's a lot of like different body sizes and shapes. And like, this is the card that's your person. So there are like extra cards in here that celebrate, sort of love. And then you can just see how the Four of Wands is celebrating same sex relationships. And then you can see like different colors. It's a very peaceful, easy to digest deck in my opinion. And, sometimes when I'm just needing to see a little bit of myself in something, I'll pull this out. And then of course, again, celebrating body positivity. It's just a very happy deck. I really like it. Here's another extra card, Spirit Guides. And I really like pairing this deck with the Signs of the Times Tarot, which I feel like is also fairly positive oracle deck.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's another Rider-Waite clone. Just really love it. And all of the so counter counter to the dark reflections, everything is just so bright and colorful. It's
Yeah,
literally
for
the
sure.
polar opposite of the dark reflections deck.
Yeah, I love it. Lana says that she's not. She wants the Little Prince, but she's not sure if she wants the one from Los Scarabeo or the one from Prime Muse. The one from Prime Muse is very like chibi, kind of cute,
So
animated.
it's the same deck, just drawn differently.
Yeah, it's a different creator.
Oh,
Let me find
I
it.
mean, I guess
Prime
that makes
Muse.
sense because the story itself is what is it when it's not copyrighted anymore? Like in
The
market.
story, the actual story is copyrighted, but I think it's fine to actually make it into like I don't think the making it into a deck it will go against anything.
Okay, so the story might be copyrighted, but the characters maybe more loosely.
Yeah, I don't think
Okay.
so. This is the one from Prime Muse.
Oh, that looks very like almost uh Hayao Miyazaki sort of stylish.
Um, yeah, this one would probably go better with the book. Like
Oh,
if
the
you bought
original
like
book.
if you bought like the actual book of the Little Prince, like the animated drawn, because
Yeah,
it's a children's book, right? So
for
this would
sure.
probably go better in terms of the art style, but I still like my
I like yours
I
better. I like
yeah,
the
I like mine better, yeah.
scene. I like how the scenes are drawn and stuff like that.
Yeah. This one looks a little pippy. I will say that.
Oh, and you know how I am.
Yeah, you don't like pip decks. But I think
No.
Alana is fine with them.
Yeah, I feel like I'm probably the most picky out of the group.
Here is some cards from someone's review.
hmm Yeah, not a fan. Not as much.
Um I don't know if there's any other photos from people's reviews, but yeah, look, very pippy.
Oh
I
no.
prefer the Los Scarabeo one because the Los Scarabeo one is like scenic.
Yeah, I like the scenes.
Um, let's see. Here's the Fool though. The Fool.
I mean, it's cute.
It's
I
cute,
just like
yeah.
hers a little better.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Question 4. This is thriller, so I guess I'll just start reading them. A deck that delivers tension, surprise, and/or a sense of impending doom, and keeps you at the edge of your seat.
Okay, so I went with the keeps you on the edge of your seat,
Okay.
edge of your seat one, and I picked the Nicoletta Ciccoli Tarot.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Because this one's weird. I love it though. It's weird. I really want the Oracle because the Oracle is even weirder.
Yes, it
But
is.
yeah, the Oracle is wild, like very wild. Um, okay, this is also another low Scarabeo deck. We have some very interesting scenes in this. So this was original art. Um, and then someone put it into the tarot. So they picked the
Okay.
art and then adapted it
Yeah.
into the tarot. So it's not it wasn't made for tarot. And the art was already existing. Like look at this. This is not like you pull this and you're like, oh, what in the
Is that a
world?
radish or a carrot?
It's a carrot. It's either a radish or a carrot. I don't know. This
Oh
is
no.
the Five of Swords.
Oh gosh. Okay.
It's the Nicoletta Ciccole ski tarot.
Hi, Ski Tara. Welcome.
So yes.
This is her thriller pick,
Yeah, my thriller pick.
which makes a lot of sense.
And then we have this, which is like a giant bunny rabbit that's like a stuffed bunny rabbit, and there's like toys behind. And there's like these two girls hiding from it.
Oh, Oh, see, that's giving very Twilight Zone, I feel like.
Honestly, this deck really gives me Melanie Martinez vibes. So who people who don't know that she's a singer. Her second album, I believe, which is K through 12 or K-12, which is like literally her like a school thing or whatever. It's very, if you watch her music videos for that album, it's this
Mhm.
vibe. It's this vibe. Like very much this vibe.
Okay. It's giving like a haunted Alice in Wonderland kind of vibe.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't hate it.
Here's the moon. This is the Four of Wands, I believe.
Hmm.
This is the world card.
I like that. I like that world card actually.
This is the sun.
Oh, I don't like that one.
Queen of Wands.
See, Alana was saying she would choose Deviant Moon. I feel like that would have been a popular one. I don't like that deck
Yeah.
though.
I have like it's on my list on and off, but I haven't actually pulled the trigger for it. If I would get it, I'd probably get the borderless version. That's what's on my
Mm-hmm.
wish list currently. But yeah, look at this. She's like, what is this? This is the Ace of Cups. She literally just has dolls of herself. It's so weird. It's so weird. And yes, ski. It's literally cute horror. That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, cute horror is a good way to put it.
Yeah. I really want to get the Oracle deck to go with it. Here's the Seven of Pentacles.
Oh God, that is very much nightmare fuel.
I know. That's why I picked it for keeps you on the edge of your seat because you're like, what's going on? Oh my God, this one.
Oh my gosh.
She's like getting us a spanking from this weird thing. This is the Seven of Wands.
That's so weird.
I know. Oh, here, Alice in Wonderland.
There we go.
Yeah, it's a good one, but like I said, it's artwork that was put into tarot, so it wasn't like the artwork wasn't created for the tarot.
Right.
So you really have to put your own meaning into some of these. Like this is the Ten of Swords.
Oh gosh. Okay.
So yeah, it's like really strange. But at the same time, very interesting. Oh, here. Is this the page? I can't remember. Can't remember the little symbols for the. Hold on. No, this is the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. She's eating an ice cream, but he has a face. So she's pretty much killing. Killing
very
ice cream.
vibe, so
Here's
I like
the king. This is the King of Pentacles.
Is that a demon?
No, it's a bull.
Oh, okay.
Coming out of her dress.
Weird. Maybe weirder, but okay.
Yeah, it's very strange. It's a very strange. That's why I picked it for this one. So yes. Oh, the Two of Cups. They look like the twins from The Shining.
Yes, I remember that card.
What did you pick for this one?
I chose I chose an Oracle deck. Technically, it's two. It's the Spirit and Shadows Oracle deck, and I combined it with the Dreams and Incarnations Oracle deck. It's from Shadow Art Finds on Etsy by, I think his name is Edward Neal or J. Edward Neal. And like, so it creates this like beefy deck you see here. And I just basically shuffled in two different cards into it. But I chose this because, well, just look at the images. Like very dark, um, kind of has a. It feels very like, even though they have keywords, sort of, it's more like titles of the cards. It feels like very much infer your own meaning, and they're all dark. So I chose this one because I remember when I got this deck and I shuffled them together, and I was like, as I generally do, I used it in a live stream, and I was like, oh no. Everything was very bleak feeling. I don't use it very regularly.
I remember that live stream. Oh my god.
Yeah,
I think
I was like, oh,
everyone was like depressed after, I think.
I know, like, this is not good. I was like, sorry guys, won't be doing that again. But I do like this. I think this is really nice for like a quick shadow message, but I would not recommend using this regularly. I mean, and maybe it's just the vibes that I get from it, but it's fairly depressing, even though this card, like, it clearly says pursuit, right? That doesn't have to be a depressing message, but look at it. And then here, house. A lot of times house is like, you know, the message of like security and comfort and safety, but like this, oh, sorry, it's all like dark, but like, look at it. I mean, it's a haunted house.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know if you're going to be getting security from that.
No, so it's more so like, I feel like reflecting on the shadow side of like what the messages are, and depending how you want to use it, I suppose, being able to reflect on those. But yeah, I mean, I do like this deck though. It's just I can't use it very regularly. Okay. Number 5 is mystery. This is a deck that is mysterious, suspenseful, and doesn't reveal answers right away. Reading with this deck may feel like solving a puzzle.
Yeah, so this was another one that I found a little tough, but I ended up ultimately going with the Dream Keepers Tarot.
Oh, okay.
This is from US Games, and I feel like sometimes there's like a lot of mystery in some of the cards that are in here, maybe? I don't know. So we have the Hanged Woman, Page of Pentacles. Here's the Wheel. This one feels kind of mysterious. And sometimes, like, sometimes I have to sit with, like, the readings with this deck, because it's not always clear from the beginning, I think.
Yep.
Here's the Five of Swords. Another octopus.
That is the theme of today's, like, live stream, I think.
The Nine of Wands, she looks like she's, like, her body's unraveling.
Yeah.
Because her arms.
That's exactly what it looks like.
Yeah, and then here's the Ten of Wands. You have, like, a skull person, skeleton next to her, which is really strange and mysterious, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's also a lot of masks in this one as well. Like, she's holding a mask. And a lot of statues or statuesque people as well, like the Seven of Cups, for example. And then the Strength card. Ten of Wands. This High Priestess is also very mysterious looking, honestly.
I don't hate it.
So yeah, so this is the one I chose for mystery in that sense. I went with more the puzzle than anything else. What did you choose for this one?
I chose the Wandering Spirits by Honolulu.
Oh yes.
I went with this not because of the imagery, but because of like my struggles with it, where I
Okay.
feel like every time I do a reading, it's very unclear. It doesn't matter who I'm doing the reading for, whether it's myself or someone else or what the topic is. I always feel like I have to really just sit with this. So I don't know why. I don't think there's anything inherently like egregious about it. It's just for whatever reason that's just how it is. But like I really like this artwork in general. It has a very macabre feel with the skeleton and the woman and their journey throughout the tarot. And I think I love it more as artwork than I do as tarot. But I do know that it's a really popular deck for the most part.
I do
It's
like
very
them.
pretty. It has this like lovely rose petal finish, and it's really hard to see on camera, but it has these like really deep colors. You can kind of see it on the back a little better than you
Yeah.
can on the individual cards. But I don't know. I don't know what it is. Something about it I just struggle to get connection out of when I do readings. But I would gladly like use this deck to represent tarot, like in my spell work or something like that. I just don't know that I can give very good. I don't feel confident when I give readings with this. I guess what it boils down to. So I feel like instead of it portraying a mystery, it's more of a mystery to me. Like every reading feels very mysterious, and like I'm getting half answers, and
I guess that
use
it fits like the puzzle of it.
yeah, that it's more like the puzzle, the enigma of it all. Oh, I have some reversals in here, but I do like it. It's just so pretty. And you see like the matte gilding on the edges. It lasts
Yeah.
so much longer, and it could be because I don't use the deck as much, but
True.
yeah. But I like it. I love it. And the artist is so sweet. Okay, action. Oh, let me read it. Sorry, I forgot.
Yeah.
A deck that features loud, wild, and spectacular imagery that may be overwhelming, but you love it anyways.
Okay, so I went with like when I think loud, I think colorful and wild and things like that. So I went with the Cosmic Slumber Tarot.
Oh, that makes sense.
This is a very colorful deck. That one's from Liminal 11. There is a lot of detail in the artwork, so I feel like it can definitely be overwhelming at times if you want to look at everything.
Mm-hmm.
I love the aces because they have all this little tiny person in them, which I love. Little tiny person. The colors are very bright and vibrant, which I love as well. With the Emperor, the Tower. And the imagery is definitely interesting as well because it's supposed to depict like a dream, like someone's going through their dream.
Is it? I never realized
Yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Okay.
We have the Prince of Torches. I love the colors of this deck. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Temperance.
Give me 1 second while you flip through. I'll be right.
Sure. I love this sun card. It's so beautiful. We have the King of Pentacles. There's a Ten of Swords. Very pink in this one.
Yes. It's weirdly pink too. I feel like that deck and the Starseed deck, the color choices were counter to what I feel like I would have chosen for those cards.
Yeah, so but I really like it.
I don't hate it.
That's a good sign.
It's better than the alternative.
But I love it because it's very bright, like vibrant. Yeah. Like I love it. Like here's the Seven of Cups, that vibrant blue. Oh, here's an extra card. There's 2 extra cards in this deck, the day card and the night card. So here's the night card. I
Oh,
don't
okay.
I don't know where the day card is. The day. Let's see. Here. Oh, it's called the morning, rather. Sorry. The morning and then the night. These are the extra cards. And they're like technically mirror of each other.
Oh, those are the extras?
Extra cards. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You know, I love myself some extra cards.
Yeah, me too.
I love like the concept of extra cards because I feel like it just adds it allows like an artist to just add a little bit more of themselves and like to make a theme feel more well developed sometimes.
Yes, which I love. Here's the Queen of Pentacles.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, with the little cow. It's cute. Again, here's another ace with a little person in the cup. So cute.
Oh, yeah. I can see it.
I love it. The lovers and the devil are also mirror images of each other as well. I don't know if I've shown those yet. Let's see. Death. Here's the Ace of Pentacles. This is my favorite ace, I think, out of all of them. And the little person is in the bushes. Here's the devil. Where's the lovers? Here's the lovers. Okay, last 2 cards that I'll show. No, this way. See, they're mirror images of each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So I really love that. What did you pick for action?
So for me, I chose the let me see if I can find. Okay, I found 3 cards. All right. Hold on. For me, I chose Prismavisions for action. I feel like it doesn't necessarily like stand out originally like for action, but a lot of the cards have, because of the nature of the artwork, feel like they have a lot of upside down. Let me see here. Feel like they have a lot of movement to them, and there's also like a story being told in the cards. So I've mentioned it a few times on this channel how the artwork forms like an image throughout the minor arcana, but like especially you can see it in the cups how much movement there is. And while not all the cards depict people, it just feels very much like this deck advocates for some kind of movement in one way or another. But I'll also show like an example of like the swords here. We have see if we can do all 3 here. We have the swords here. You can see this little guy going on a journey throughout the minors. And I think that like obviously it shows action. It shows how things are changing as you progress through the tarot. It's like a literal representation of the fool's journey, I feel like. So, I mean, yeah. I don't know what else to say about it. I just really enjoy it. I like the fact that it does show that progression. So it feels very much like you're watching a show play out. This deck also has extra cards, but I don't know if I'll run across it. But yeah. Okay. So the next one is fantasy. I'm excited about this one. I struggled with the others, but I picked 2.
So what's the prompt?
Oh, yes. Thank you. Okay, fantasy, a deck that transports you to an imaginary world with magic, mystical creatures, or elements of the supernatural that don't exist in the real world.
Okay. So I actually went with an oracle deck, and I picked
Okay.
the Little Cryptid Oracle.
Oh, that makes sense.
This is a indie deck by Andrew Rogers and Christopher Penzel. They're the owners of Lil Dark Arts on Instagram. They're actually working on a Lenormand currently, which I'm so
Oh.
excited about. But yes, so it's so cute. We have Spectre Moose. I don't know how to pronounce this, so I'm not going to try. Reptilian. Hopkinsville Goblin. Again, no idea how to pronounce this. It's some kind of giant thing, robot alien. But yes. Sand Down Sam. No idea either. So not gonna pronounce.
That's so funny.
But I love the artwork in this deck. It's so cute. This is a Loveland Frogman.
Aw. He's so
I love it.
derpy.
He's so cute. Here's a Yeti.
I feel like this is gonna be a very cute Lenormand.
Unicorn. Yeah, they already started showing photos, or artwork rather, that they've been doing, because they do the artwork, I believe, by hand. And they've been showing artwork of their upcoming deck that they're working on, and it's so cute because their art style is so adorable. Here's
It
the
is.
Chimera.
Nice. Is the artwork gonna be similar to this?
Yes.
Okay.
Shuck. Here's a Flatwoods Monster.
Oh, it looks like a weird scarecrow kind of thing.
I know. Oh, here's Squonk.
I feel like the Lenormand's gonna look more like a macabre version of Boji Lenormand that I got.
Oh,
Where it's
yes,
still
yes.
cutesy, but like the darker side of it.
Here's Nessie.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, here's the Fresno Nightcrawler, but it looks like a tooth, so I call him Toothy because he looks like a tooth. I
Oh,
don't know.
absolutely looks like a tooth.
I
If you
know.
had not said what it was, I would have been like, oh, that's a tooth.
He has a little crown on his head too.
Yeah, I would have been like, oh, this is a representation of like the tooth fairy or something.
Oh, here's a death worm.
Oh God. Okay, have you seen the movie Tremors?
Yes.
Yes, that's what that
Tremors. It also reminds me of Dune as well, if you've seen Dune.
Yeah, Dune. Yeah, I forgot about Dune.
Yeah. I watched the part 2 recently, so.
It wasn't bad.
Here's Mothman. I actually liked it.
It was just a little long.
It was really long. And that was the second part. I was like, imagine if part 1 and part 2 are together. Like, Jesus.
I know. And
my God.
I don't mind long movies. And at one point I was like, okay, I need a little bit. Come on, wrap it up.
Whatever. I watched it at home, so it's fine. Here's the Kikimora.
Oh, she looks like a what is it? Babusha?
Babushka, yeah. Oh, here's Bigfoot.
He looks like he's like on his way to work.
Oh, here's the Phoenix. Look how cute the Phoenix is.
Aww.
So adorable.
That one is that looks like a Pokemon kind of.
Here's the Chupacabra.
That looks like one of the hyenas from Lion King.
I know, it really does. Here, I'll show the deck from some of the from the Lenormand. Lil Dark Arts. I'm sure that they'll do like a Kickstarter for it or whatever. Here's the Lily. This is on their Instagram.
Ooh. Oh, you know what? I follow them on Instagram. I have seen that.
Yeah, then they asked for help with the garden. I chose number 2 because I liked it better, but
yes. I remember I voted on, I think I might have said 1. I don't know. I feel like my vote's in there somewhere.
And then here's the ship. His little paper
Now
boats.
that's cute.
I know, it looks so adorable. I'm hoping that these are. I think this is like. I think this is the scythe and the coffin cards potentially.
Yeah, I think the one on the left's definitely the coffin. I can't really see
Yeah,
the one on the right too much,
yeah.
but
The coffin scythe.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm actually really excited for this. I think this is the letter.
Oh, that is so cute. It
I
feels
know.
very much like it would be a great winter deck. I don't know what it is. It's
Yeah,
something about the color
fall for
tones.
sure. Like fall for
Yes.
sure. Yeah.
Like it could
I
lead to both of those seasons really well.
yeah,
When's it
I
come
really
out
like it.
again?
I don't know if they said when it's coming, to be honest
Because I
with
know they're
you.
still designing, so maybe they don't really
Yeah.
have an actual
Yeah.
like time frame yet.
I'm assuming they'll do a Kickstarter because they did a Kickstarter with their Oracle, but yeah, and I
Mm-hmm.
know that they've also been sort of working on a tarot deck as well. So I don't know when that will be done.
Oh,
Yeah, they have like
you know,
different projects on the go currently.
I didn't care for Little Cryptids by itself. Not that I didn't care for it. It's just there was nothing driving me to buy it. But
Yeah,
as a set of three, I think I would totally get that.
yeah, yeah. They
It's
they sent
weird how
they
like
sent me
sets
this
only
for review. So yeah, I also got the. They also included for me the Kickstarter cards. So there was like extra cards that you can switch out for some of them, but it
for
was
the
only
Oracle.
available through the Kickstarter. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Um, and I keep them also in the little tin. The tin is very nice, by the way. It's like
Yes, it is.
luxurious.
If I could get
Um,
the entire set, each of them in tins, I'm on board.
yeah, I would hope that they do them in the same size as this because this is like a perfect size in my opinion, but I don't know.
I agree.
These are the extra ones that I keep on the side. They have like a different feel to them and things like that. Here's the unicorn. This unicorn looks a bit darker.
Yes.
Um, and then this chimera looks a lot brighter than the other one I put in the deck.
Yes.
And then we have like the keyword cards.
Oh, okay. Like the cheat sheet cards.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love cheat sheet cards
yeah.
because if
They're
you're gonna have a small tin and you don't want to like put a little guidebook in there, the cards
yes,
last better longer
yes.
than like the little white books that they put in some tins. So
Hmm.
I would totally have rather have the cards over than like a cheap printed out book.
Yeah, and they do have a book. It's separate from the tin though. And the book has like stories associated with every single card, like the legend of the particular cryptid. I really like it. The book was well done. Like really
What
well
they
done.
should
So
do is when they release all three, like the Oracle, Tarot, and Lenormand, they should have a big book of divination for their systems
oh, that'd
for
be cool
for their
actually.
set. I would totally get that.
Yeah, that's really cool. So what did you pick? You said you picked two?
I did. So I went more so with a fantasy world. So of course I went with Game of Thrones. This is my Game of Thrones tarot. Um, is this upside down? Sort of. So this is just. I'm going to see if I can. Yeah, find characters. It basically has all of the different characters from Game of Thrones. We have
Nice.
Daenerys. Um, who is this? We have Ned Stark. It's this deck actually like this was probably the first deck I got when I was started to truly expand my collection. And it's
Hmm.
so easy to read with. Like here we have Littlefinger, we have Sansa and John. I don't know what it is. Like I still use reversals in this deck. It's one of the few that I still actively shuffle reversals into. But I feel like this is like a scene from the Red Wedding. um,
Probably, it probably is.
here's Bran. So I think that this obviously fits fantasy for obvious reasons.
Hmm.
But I really love this deck. I think it's very easy to shuffle. People can fight me, but this is the best mass market like what's it called? Themed,
Fandom?
not
Fandom?
fandom deck out there, in my opinion. Everybody
Okay.
else can fight me. Because also it's like only like $20 or something, and it has a hardback like book. It's
Yeah.
come on. Like, I mean, everybody else with these pit miners slacking off. We can do better. The other one I chose, I actually have never actually used this. I bought it because I have a really unhealthy obsession with Lord of the Rings. So this is
Oh,
from Fix Art on Etsy. And I just have, like, in high school, Lord of the Rings was literally my personality. So I just love all things Lord of the Rings, even though I haven't read the book.
love
So I
it.
guess I'm a loser a little bit. But I really just absolutely. The deck is very, very pretty. I think I just bought it to be a statement piece, really.
Mm.
Um, oh, wow. I have reversal shuffled in here. That's how long ago it was. So, also, one of the cool things about this, you can kind of see
Yeah.
the
Different colors.
colors are based off of the miners. So coins are green, cups are blue. Majors are like this beige color here.
Okay.
Wands or staves in this are red. And then what am I missing? What didn't I say?
Swords.
Swords. Swords are purple. This like purpley kind of color. Looks gray on camera. But yeah, I love this deck. It's really, really, it's nice. It's nice. I should use it more, but I probably won't. It's just going to be a statement piece. It's a collection piece.
Yeah, it's okay. It's a collector's item, I guess.
Exactly. All right. We have comedy. So comedy is a deck that is humorous, amusing, and induces laughter and or a sense of enjoyment.
Okay. So I went with Mystical Medley's hero.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's because this is like a fun, whimsical, funny vintage cartoon kind of deck.
Yeah.
They also have extra cards. They're literally on the top. I don't even know why. We have Happy Squirrel.
Oh yeah, it's definitely giving like Popeye and Pluto.
Also like Simpsons vibes when that Halloween episode where she goes and gets a tarot reading and the tarot reader pulls the Happy Squirrel card. And there's like this whole future where she like marries Millhouse and like all this weird stuff. Yeah, I love it.
I don't remember that.
Oh my god, you don't remember the Halloween episode? It was so good.
Which is crazy because I went through a phase of rewatching just all the Halloween episodes one year.
Yeah.
So I don't remember that.
I don't remember how far that Halloween episode is because I've watched The Simpsons pretty much almost from the beginning. So.
Oh yeah, I've watched it and rewatched it, which is sad.
Then we have the sad squirrel, but honestly, he looks mad. He looks angry rather than sad, but it's so
He's
funny.
About to beat someone's ass for sure.
We have the Seven of Swords.
I like that. That's cute.
Two of Wands. It's really funny. We have the Nine of Wands here.
Yeah, it's given old school cartoon vibes. I love it.
Yes. Two of Swords. It's very RWS, but
was
funny.
The moon cheese in that last one?
I don't know if it's cheese, but it's like I guess the cartoony version of the moon. Okay. Yeah. The magician has like an eye, and everything has faces in the magician, even his table. Here's the Empress. I really want them to do an Oracle deck. I don't know if they will. I thought I heard that they were doing something, but I don't know if they still are. I thought at one point that they were gonna do like was it a Lenormand or something? Because I followed the artist on Instagram, but here's the moon. Here's the 9 of this gives me very Alice in Wonderland vibes
Oh, see,
because of
that
the
gives me very much like Looney Tunes vibes.
yes, that too. It depends really on the card, but the flower in here reminds me of the flowers from Alice in Wonderland, so
Oh,
that's
okay.
why.
That's fair.
This guy, he could be Captain Hook, but without the hook of.
Like, I could totally see him being like Popeye's nemesis in an episode or something.
We have the moon and sun fighting.
I love that. I love
Yeah,
that.
it's really funny. It's just a hilarious deck, honestly. Um, Here's the Hanged Man. The tree has a mustache and like really thick eyebrows.
Yeah, I swear I've seen these creatures or characters in old cartoons.
Yeah, most probably. Most probably. Here's Judgment. Yeah, it's hilarious. I absolutely love this deck so much. Oh, here, the Eight of Wands. I love this Eight of Wands because Eight of Wands is supposed to depict movement, right? It's like quick action, things like that. And a lot of the time, RWS is just like Eight Wands. You don't get to see like the movement of actually taking action and it being quick.
Yeah.
Look, it's witches on brooms.
Oh, I love
love
that.
it. Also, hi Luke. But
Hey,
yeah,
Luke, welcome.
this is a good one. I really like it. So what did you choose for comedy?
Okay, so for me, I went with what did the prompt say? I went with the induces a sense of enjoyment kind of side of it, and still with like a little bit of the amusement and humor. It's just, it may be more of an inside joke, but I'm going with the Philly Tarot.
Okay, yeah.
Because a lot of the references are going to be obscure unless you're from Philly or like have hung out in Philly. But I mean, literally the cups are cheesesteaks. I just, how quintessential Philly. And like the coins are old SEPTA tokens. SEPTAs are public transit. So that's just so cool. And then the themes. So, of course, we have the Ace of Pentacles, a giant SEPTA token. But then we have like the Hierophant. I think this might be the dude from The Roots, if I recall correctly. And then this is where the inside joke comes in. We have the clothespin. It's art installation in I want to say it's Love Park or something. It's supposed to represent something, but I don't know what it is. So wands in this are the paper, or the not paper clips, the clothespins. So here's the 8 of wands.
See, it's so traditional. It's just
Yes, it's literally the traditional Rider-Waite, but let me see if I can find. But then there's also some history thrown in with Betsy Ross. She's our empress here. And then Gritty, our devil. So if you are not big into sports or whatever, Philly has a bad reputation around sports. And one of the things when they announced Gritty as the hockey mascot, literally everybody in the city was like, what the hell is this? This is like nightmare fuel. Like, what were you possibly thinking? And then when the rest of the world was like, oh, that's so horrible, literally overnight, they were like, this is the best thing ever. If you say anything about Gritty, you're insulting our family. Like, we're getting into real arguments over it. I love it.
That's really funny.
Let me see if I can find another one. Oh, I forgot I have reversal shuffled in here too. So we have the quill or feather is the ace of swords. I think that's like an homage to like Ben Franklin and stuff, like that sort of time frame, because he was very prominent there. And then we have like the Liberty Bells, so as the Hanged Man. And then speaking of mascots, we have the fanatic as the fool. So there's just so many. I mean, this deck just makes me feel really good, and if you get the inside jokes, it kind of just tickles my fancy here. See if I can find. Okay, and then the last one, last story. This is the
Oh
chariot.
my
Chariot.
god.
This is the septibus, and I just think this is funny because the whole theme of the chariot is like kind of like winning at all costs a little bit, and the amount of times septibuses run into buildings it's way more than any public transit vehicle should be. Like I actually had a friend that got hit by a septibus,
Oh
and I'm
my
laughing because
god.
she was fine, but that's how bad they are. So it's just so it. I love this. I love this. I
Your
could
poor
literally.
friend.
Oh, it was so funny. She came into school with a boot and she was like, I got hit by a bus. And we're like, a bus? And she was like, it was a septibus. We've been laughing about that since, I mean, I graduated high school in 2006 and I'm still laughing about it. So,
That's hilarious, honestly.
yes. So, my funny story. That's my comedy. That's my feel good deck. Okay, the next one is drama. We're switching it up a bit. This is a
Yep.
deck that focuses on conflicts in characters' lives that takes a more serious tone.
Yes. So
All right.
I went with the prompt rather than like the drama. So it like takes more of a serious tone, has a lot of conflict within it. So I picked The Next World Tarot by
Mm.
Christy C. Rhodes. Road rather. This is the pocket edition because I have the pocket edition. This is the second edition, I believe, where it has the black box and the guidebook has been expanded. So the second
Mm.
edition has an expanded guidebook. She added like extra things inside. So the reason I picked this deck for this prompt is because this deck is covers a lot of political things, and really showcases how the world is currently, in my opinion, especially the political climate. So here's the Fool. We have a lot of different things going on in the cards.
Mm.
Here's the Teacher with the books. This can definitely represent the lot of the book bans that are going on. We have the Devil, which shows capitalism, shows racist things going on in the background.
Oh,
um,
I vaguely
shows like
recall that.
fighting over the TV, people in front of the TV constantly, money, capitalism, bombs, and things like that. This is like a very heavy deck for that purpose. Here we have the Seven of Wands, which shows a woman in front of candles, and behind her you have police force.
Mm.
So that shows a lot of the political things that have been going on, especially in the US.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought this was like the perfect deck to, and I have talked about this in a live together before.
Yes, I remember
Um,
this.
yeah, and then we have Justice, which shows a lot of different things going on with queer people and drag queens and whatnot. So I feel like this is
Mm.
very fitting for
It
serious
is.
notes. Then we have the issue of oil and climate change and the environment and things like that in the, what is this? This is Revolution. Is this Judgment? I can't remember. Some cards are renamed. Sometimes I can't remember that. Oh,
Oh,
16. No,
okay.
this is a tower. Sorry. I forgot that there's a
Oh,
number at the
okay.
bottom. Tower. This is a tower card.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see like landfills. They're trying to like plant flowers and stuff here. And you see in the background a lot of really like someone in a hazmat suit. Um, oil and all these things, fracking and things like that, which is a very big thing in the US, um, for like poisoning people's water table and things like that. But it's very interesting. It's a very interesting deck, but very heavy.
Oh, Alana was saying she likes this deck. She has the first edition, pocket edition.
Okay.
Did anything change between the editions?
Yeah, the box. So the
Just
box
the
is
box.
different, and
Oh,
the guidebook was expanded. I don't know
oh,
what.
that's right. You did say that.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how expanded or what was added, or I'm not sure, but because I don't have any other edition other than this one.
Hmm.
The full size edition is gigantic. The cards are gigantic. I prefer the pocket, in my opinion, but the artwork is very detailed. Um, Here we have the Page of Wands. There's like a lot of litter and
Hmm.
bridge behind and things like that. It's very interesting. This little kid on boxes, looking out to the city. Um, some kind of like working together at like it looks like some kind of
Like a
charity or
soup
something, or maybe
kitchen kind of thing.
organizing an event or something, some kind
Oh,
of
maybe.
thing like that. I'm sure it talks about it exactly in the guidebook, because the guidebook does
Yeah.
talk about the art and stuff. But and then the lovers is very nice. It's self love, so you're looking at
Oh,
yourself.
oh, I like that.
Yeah, which is very nice. There's a lot of different people in here, bodies, shapes, colors. So it's very inclusive. But again, it's just really heavy.
Hmm.
So yes, and I'll just end on the high priestess because I love this high priestess. She's beautiful.
Is she on the beach?
Yeah, she's on a beach. There's like pomegranates behind her. She has like candles and crystals and
Oh, okay.
yeah,
I like that.
I love that too. So yeah, what did
Elena
you?
says the. Oh, sorry. I was
Yeah,
gonna say Elena says the
yeah.
new era elements tarot. She feels is also very fitting for this category.
New era elements. Let me Google. I don't know.
Yeah, I've never heard of that. For me, I chose. I went more so with like the drama that I feel like I get when I do readings with it. Visually, not much drama,
Love that.
but um, I chose the Wild Unknown. This deck has always been my like very interesting child, and in the sense that like you know that kid that just doesn't have a filter and says things that just piss people off. That's how I feel like the Wild Unknown is. I mean, it's
Yeah.
very simple. There's really nothing aesthetically that I feel like creates any drama. In fact, I think it's somewhat generic in a lot of how it is drawn. But I feel like the energy that I get back when I'm doing readings with it is can be very abrasive. Like I've stopped doing live streams with these because I was just like, Jesus Christ, relax. Um, so it's just, I feel like if you're the type of person that needs like tough love and you want to hear whatever you need to hear about yourself, this is a perfect deck for that. I don't understand why, but it seems to be like the general consensus with this deck. I love it though. I don't use it very regularly.
I love that deck too. It's one of my faves.
I know. I don't use it regularly for myself anymore. I had a client that really, really loved this deck actually. So I used it for her a lot. She was like, yeah, I need the unbridled truth.
I love that though. I love that about it. Like The fact that it's very to the point and doesn't doesn't care. It's gonna give you the this is gonna
There's no
there's no
sugarcoating. Like
there's
this is the
no filter.
answer.
Just
Right. And sometimes that's I feel like sometimes it's really good.
yeah.
Just not always. All right. Documentary. This one is a deck that depicts real life people, animals, events, or situations that may be educational or informative.
Yeah, so I didn't really I had to think about this one and
Yeah.
I decided to go with a modern deck.
Okay.
Um so I went with the This Might Hurt tarot
Oh, how interesting.
in terms
Okay.
of like it depicting just everyday life, I would say.
Okay.
In that kind of sense and how the fact that it's like more of a modern deck, more modern people. Like we have this person on a motorcycle, for
Mm-hmm.
example. Um, here's like these three people dancing around in a pumpkin patch. A baby riding a
With
baby
other
riding a
dog.
dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here are these people, they look like they're at some kind of party, but like the devil's influencing them. It looks like a rave, actually, a rave of some sort, and craziness happening. Here's the Three of Wands. This feels very modern, very typical of life. We have this person playing, I guess, a ukulele or something.
Yeah.
Um,
I love
person.
that deck.
Me
Oh,
too.
so much.
Here's
It's like
the
disgusting.
here's the King of Cups. He's in a rowboat or a boat. This person looks stressed.
Yep.
There's just things about it. Religion. Um, here, this person resting on their scooter.
It's a Page of Pentacles, right?
Uh, Queen. That was the Queen of Pentacles.
Queen. Queen.
Yes. Here we go. Here's the Queen of Swords. She's like sitting in her chair. The Nine of Wands. This person's like this person also looks stressed, honestly, with the
Oh yeah.
amount of things they have going on.
Been there, done that.
This feels like some corporation handing out funds or something. I don't know. And people are
Very much
begging
so.
begging for money. Here's another one with a motorcycle. Here we have some unfortunate homeless individuals. So I feel like this one was a good depiction of like everyday life. Here's this
Yeah.
person doing pottery. This guy looks like he's also part of corporate, but like financial corporate.
Yeah. He's the exact opposite of the Six of Coins.
Yeah. Oh, this one, City Life. They're like planting
Oh
trees and
yeah, I love that.
little plants. So cute.
Is
They
that
have a little
the Six of Cups?
garden. Yeah, garden in the city. Yeah, I love this one. So I decided to go with it for this particular prompt. I thought it fit well in that particular sense. So what did you pick?
So I actually went with more of the concept of depicting everyday life and like, whatever, but I went with the Gentle Chaos Tarot. I
Oh,
haven't used
yes.
this yet,
Oh, that's an
but
oracle deck.
or Oracle. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Yeah.
Gentle Chaos Pocket Oracle deck.
Yes.
This is by Tyler Gaka, aka Ghost Honey on social media.
Yeah.
So
From TikTok, I think.
yeah. So basically, they're just photographs of this person's life. I pulled out the people cards because, like, why do I don't want you in my deck?
Yeah, I did the same thing. I pulled out the cartoony kind of people-y cards.
Yeah. But I like these because these look like actual Polaroids that someone might have taken like on
Mm.
vacation, or they represent like places that they've that have been visited. Some are a little more obscure, but yeah, I chose this one just because like I feel like I don't know, I haven't used this one much, but it's the only deck that I have that are actual photographs that actually represent, you know, things in someone's everyday life that you might see.
Yeah.
Yeah. So pick that one.
Mm. Yeah.
Um
Alana's saying that Omega Land Tarot and even Urban Tarot would fit this category too, for sure. Even like NYC Tarot, like the New York City Tarot deck that came out, would also fit as well, in my opinion. So yeah.
okay. All right, number 11, animated film. This is a deck with bright, expressive, or cartoon like images that you probably would have enjoyed as a kid and still love as an adult.
Yes. So let me just see here what's going on. This is a So I went with. I don't think anyone will be surprised, but I went with the Wisdom of Pooh Tarot.
I was so close to picking that.
With that's created by Serafina and Angel Mesa, illustrated by Kat Amsel. This is indie deck published by Ruin Vervain. Um, yeah, so this is Pooh deck was Winnie the Pooh, and to me, it's definitely something I would have used as a child, obviously, and it's so cute, and it's true to the original illustrations, or rather the original art style ish to the original illustrator. So yes, I love it. It
Ah,
is cute.
it's just so cute. The artwork is just so, I don't know. I love it. Just absolutely love it.
Yeah, me too. So yes,
So
look at
bright and
this.
vibrant for it to be such a matte deck.
I know, very true. It's a linen cardstock, but it's like a linen eco-friendly cardstock.
Yeah.
So yes, we have the Fool here.
Is that what she's going with for the Tigger 2?
No, I think she changed the type of cardstock. I think she said it was black core now.
Oh, okay.
It's still
I think that
linen.
means
It's still linen, but it's going to be black core, I think.
okay. I think that
Yeah,
means it's thicker, but I actually like the thickness of the Pooh Tarot.
yeah, I'm not sure honestly. I have no idea. And then we have some extra cards. Oh, I love this extra card. Togetherness.
Yes.
They're trying to rescue Eeyore, who's in the water down below. Oh, I love it. It's so cute. Yeah, I love this one. And then here we have the Ace of Swords.
The vibrancy is just insane. I love
I
it.
know. I love it so much. So that was my pick for animated film. What's yours?
Ironically, I was wondering if we were gonna have any overlap at all, and we do. This might hurt Tarot.
That's actually not the only overlap, but you'll see.
Oh no! Okay, I'm excited. So I chose this obviously, like still kind of already went through it, but it's just it has these like beautiful, bright, vibrant colors, and
Yeah.
um I love it. If they had a cartoon drawn this way, I probably would have watched it as a kid. Um
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, and what's funny about it is despite being cartoony, I totally get what you meant about it relating to everyday life. And I think that's what
Yeah.
makes it very relatable, where it's like the scenes and characters are relatable because they're doing relatable things, but then the
Hmm.
artwork makes it not as like hard hitting, as if it was like drawn more like realistic.
Yeah. I'm excited for her Lenormand
The
deck.
Lenormand, have they posted pictures yet?
No, I don't believe so. There's not even a listing for it. Like
Yeah,
there is on I think in Europe and
yeah,
then or like the UK, and there is a listing for it, but it's hard to find on Canada. But there's no listing for the US yet. I
no.
have it. I
I,
have it
I
saved
checked
in
like,
my list.
yeah, and I checked like maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago.
Let me search for it. Yeah, it says it's currently unavailable. It was supposed to release in April, and it's in
Yeah.
Canada, it's still listed as April
Yes, it is.
2024, but it actually got pushed, I think, to the fall, and they still haven't updated it. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay. What did you
Yeah.
choose for Western? This is a deck that embodies a spirit of freedom, exploration, and adventure.
Yeah, so I went with the adventure part of the prompt. And hold on, shoot me a second. And I went with the Wild Reflections Tarot from Y Spell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this one feels like very summer adventure, in my opinion, because it's very outdoorsy. And when I think of
Mm-hmm.
adventure, that's something I think about. Taking a trip is what I think about. So we have the
Mm-hmm.
beach, we have the woods, we have wildlife, sunflowers, shells, being by the water, all these interesting things, in my opinion. Here's a waterfall, being one with nature. Yeah, I being outdoors. I just love this deck. It's really nice.
I think that's a good pick.
No, I don't have the Luke. I don't have the Cowgirls and Aliens. It's one I want, but I don't have it. If I did, I would have picked that one for Western because that is literally Western.
Literally Western.
It's Western and sci-fi together. Uh, we have like some ranch stuff going on here. I love this deck. It's so nice. Beach, a lot of beach. All the cups is beachy.
Mm-hmm.
Wands is more like foresty vibes, and then Pentacles is more like farmingy vibes. Look at this Ace of Cups. It's so beautiful.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I love it. The Sun. We have the Eight of Pentacles. I love it. And then the swords are all like hunting vibes with the bow and arrows. Here's the
Mm-hmm.
Queen of Wands with the cows. So good. I love it. Rooted Woman? Nah. Art styles are way too different. For me, I wouldn't pair them. Like, it's not really that would not be my aesthetic, to be honest. But maybe for you. What did you pick
Um,
for Western?
I honestly just didn't know what to pick, so I picked. It's gonna be weird, but I picked the Everyday Witch Tarot.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, that's good. I like
I
that.
went with that because it has, well, I feel like the concept of witchcraft is about finding like that moment of freedom and from like a lot of people I feel like fall into witchcraft in order to feel like they can better express themselves and find freedom from the things that are like holding them down and stuff like that. So I just feel like the Everyday Witch Tarot just sort of embodies a lot of that. There's even in the sort of depressing cards, there's like
Mhm.
this, I don't know how to explain it. I'll just show cards, I guess. But I love this too. This card, he's showing the cat geography.
You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of those fairs, those
The
what is
Ren
it?
fairs.
Ren fairs and
Yeah,
maybe like RPG, like real life RPG kind of
yeah.
things. So that's cool
LARPing.
adventure in my opinion.
Yeah, maybe that's what I'm trying to get at, where it feels like you're
Yeah.
doing something different, a little outside of the box, and this
Yeah.
represents that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I love that's a good way to verbalize my struggles with trying to explain why I picked this deck.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I like that. And then I mean, of course, like I mean, who can't have like awesome adventures as a cat owner? Anybody who owns a cat knows that every day is an adventure.
That's true. That's very true.
Like right now, you know,
Kitty.
let's see if I can get him on camera. Here's Apollo. He's like, no,
No.
mom,
He doesn't
no.
even want to show his face. He like literally, he was like, no, and like went into your neck.
He was like, no, that's Luna's thing. I don't want to be on camera. So yeah,
Oh
that's my
my
deck
God.
for Western.
Okay,
All
last
right,
one.
we have one more. This is black and white film. This is your favorite black and white deck or vintage deck from another era. What'd you pick?
Can you guess?
Was it Wild Unknown?
Yeah, of course. Obviously. Come on. Really?
Yeah.
Talking about my favorite black and white deck. Yes, there are pops of color in this, but obviously the base of it is black and white,
Yeah.
obviously. Now, I do have two other black and white decks that I really love. The
Okay.
Clarity Tarot for one and the Wanderer's Tarot. They're actually really nice, and I like very simple black and white decks for me personally.
Yeah.
But this one is my tried and true. I love this deck so much. As we all know, I'm a big fan of Kim Kranz. I have all her decks, so I do have this in the pocket edition as well. And of course, I was going to pick this for my favorite black and
Yeah.
white deck, obviously. So,
And it's very
yes.
funny because I was talking to you earlier, I was struggling with what I wanted to choose for drama.
Yeah.
And so I moved that from black and white to drama because I feel like I have another one that not necessarily fits, but you'll see.
Yeah. So I really love this deck. It's just my favorite, honestly. It was
Yeah.
my first tarot deck, the first tarot deck that I ever got myself. It's what I
Mhm.
learned tarot on. So,
It was my
yes.
second. But I'm grateful for it because like I feel like it really taught me the power of like giving people bad news.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Because
This
even though I felt
card is
like
such a
it's
cool
sort of a harsh deck to like connect with, I felt like it really helped in terms of like being able to get clear answers at least. So it
Mhm.
wasn't so fluffy and hard to interpret.
Yeah. And I'm really one when it comes to black and white decks, I like it to be as simple as possible. And I don't find these like the imagery so overwhelming. In my
No, not
opinion, it's
at
very
all.
clear. Because I don't like black and white decks that are I don't like
Really busy.
scenic. I don't like scenic black and white decks. I like simple minimalist
Yeah.
black and white decks for me personally because
Mhm.
I feel like if I'm gonna have a scenic deck, I'd rather just have it in color, to be honest with you. So
Yeah.
the other two decks that I have and that I've shown on my Instagram specifically, which is the Wanderer's Tarot and the Clarity Tarot, those are very simple in the artwork, and I love this devil card. He's
I
so
think what
cute.
makes this a very interesting black and white deck is like the artwork and that there's still a scene happening. It's just
Mm,
simple. It's not
yeah.
just like a bird on a branch, right? You have the entire background of lines and colors.
Yeah.
So it adds like a depth to it that I feel like some other decks lack.
Yeah.
Some other black and white decks lack.
Yeah,
But
and
I do.
she drew all of these by hand too. So this was all I think this was like pen work maybe or marker or something that she used for the line
Probably
work and
inking, some form of inking.
yeah. And then she used watercolor for the painting. I
Okay.
love this. I love this so much. Two ones, 3 of Cups.
Something about her artwork really helped me understand a lot of the individual cards a lot more quickly.
Mm,
I don't know what it is. Just even though I say like I would never recommend this as a beginner deck, I think it's a good
no.
intermediate deck. I think it's a good like in between once you kind of have
Yeah.
a good understanding of it, but you're looking for that push to connect with it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I agree. I do. I agree actually. Because it gives you a different perspective on the tarot.
Yeah, it does.
And the
And I
guidebook's
know that
fantastic.
this is kind of like a combination of like Thoth and
Yeah,
Rider
different
Waite,
systems.
right?
It's different systems. Yeah.
It, but because of it kind of merges into its own like weird intermediate system,
Yeah,
which
like a
makes it
hybrid.
like, yeah, which makes it almost like forces you a little outside of your comfort zone, but not so much that it's so unfamiliar and overwhelming.
This is a creepy
I
card.
love that. I love that card. Absolutely well done deck. This is the High
Yeah.
Priestess that made me decide that I feel like I'm represented by the High Priestess.
Yeah, I love this too.
I used to get that all the time in readings for myself.
I
That
love
Judgment
this
card,
hermit card.
favorite hermit card ever. I love
I
it.
know. I know.
It,
I love it so much.
it very much reminds me of the ancient turtle in Avatar: The Last Airbender. I yeah, it's what it reminds me of.
Um, is this swords? Yeah, this is the 9 of Swords. So yeah, that's my favorite.
So I kind of
It's
took a
totally a
little bit.
black and white deck, Alana. It just has
What is?
pops of color because she said cheater,
Oh,
cheater, pumpkin eater. That is not a black and white deck.
well, if that's cheating, then I'm definitely a cheater. I went from black and white to monochrome instead, and I went with the Endless Oracle. So it's not black and white. It's really technically like blue, black, and white
Oh,
with
okay.
pops of color in there.
Okay.
So I went with this over. I was originally going to go with Wild Unknown as well, but because I moved things around, I was like, oh, this kind of fits that in the sense it's just not black. Instead of black and white, there's blues in there. But I think ultimately the theme is monochrome.
Yeah.
And I like that because it still has the same effect, similarly to the Wild Unknown, where there are colors when appropriate.
Mm.
So some cards like this completely just blues, blacks, and whites for the most part,
Mm-hmm.
not counting the different shades. And then here, just like light pops of yellow. This has light pops of green. Sorry, it's like, I have to hide my face.
Yeah.
And then here we have light pops of pink.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that it still kind of follows the same. Oh, here's a good example. Oops. Hold on. I'm mixing up my cards. Here's a good example where like we have
Oh yes.
pinks in there. We do have some greens, a little hard to see on camera, but sorry, I gotta figure out like my lighting, but
Yeah,
I
it's like your camera was like trying to and then like adjusted the to
yes.
the light or something. So
Yeah, I have to figure out the setting for that. I've just been lazy. Um, But I absolutely love this. I think this deck is really cool in the sense that I got this because I wanted to be a little bit more intentionally intuitive with my readings, which
Hmm.
is one of the things that I feel like I struggle with. So that's why I got these. And the simplicity in color, I feel like helps me at least.
Yeah.
Oh, and by this is by Eric Mael. He's also on Instagram, super nice. He's the creator of the Inkwitch Tarot.
Yeah. And he has also an Oracle and I think a Lenormand, no? Does he have a Lenormand? I think so. Does he?
I think he has a Lenormand in the Inkwitch collection, and he's
Yes.
working on tarot for the Endless collection.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember. Here we go. Because I do follow him.
Yeah.
Yes. Here we go. What is it? The Paper Oracle Lenormand is what it's called.
Is that part of the Inkwitch or is it its own thing?
I think it's its own thing.
Mm.
It's nice though. Let me look on his website. Let's
But
see.
I thought he did do an oracle to go with the Inkwitch collection. But maybe
Yes, he
I'm
does.
okay.
It's called the Inkwitch Oracle, I think.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just
Let's see.
wasn't sure if I was like,
Yeah, he has the Endless Oracle, the Paper Oracle Lenormand, the Inkwitch Tarot, and then something about birds, floral study, talismans. I guess his Inkwitch Oracle is not on his website. Is that something that's new, maybe?
I think it is because I swear I've seen it on Instagram.
Okay. Yeah. What does it say? It says, I first developed an interest in Lenormand cards while finishing my Inkwitch tarot deck and designed the paper oracle as its complement, is
Okay.
what he said. Yeah. That is cool. That's cool. It looks like he's working on something new, or what is this?
Yeah, it might be the Endless Tarot. He's been working on it for a while. But
I don't
he's
know. He
sort of
has some cards on his thing, but it looks like an oracle deck. But it's black and white. I don't know.
oh.
Yeah, I don't
Hmm.
know. You'd have to look at his I don't know if he's showing someone else's deck or his deck. I have no clue.
Usually he only posts his own stuff, so I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, because there's something different on his Instagram. I'm looking right now through everything because I wanted to see the name of the Norman that he did.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I have to take a quick bathroom break. While you look that up, I'll be right
Sure,
back.
sure. So he also has it looks like a floral deck as well, which is cool. This one looks like. And let's see. Yeah, this was the Apothecary Spirits Oracle. I don't know if this is still being sold, but really cool. I don't know what this is though. I like these cards though. These cards are nice, which is Investigation, Wisdom, and Insight. They look pretty cool. They all have eyes. All have eyes in them, which is interesting. Yeah, it looks like this is a new Oracle deck that he's working on.
Alrighty, I'm back. Sorry.
No, that's fine. I like these cards. This is apparently a new Oracle deck he's working on.
Oh, wow. That looks very different. I've not been like trying to get better at being active on Instagram again.
Look at these ones. Familiar, spell components and cantrip.
I'm on the fence.
I think it's black and white.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool. I like it. I don't know if he's gonna add color to that or what, but
Probably not. Maybe pops, but we'll see, cool. I guess. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that was our last one. That was our last prompt.
I know. That was our last thing. So, do you have anything coming up still that you want to shamelessly plug?
I don't know what I'm posting tomorrow. I need to see what I have already edited to post tomorrow, but I have to edit my Hay House haul, which I want to potentially post on Friday. I hadn't edited it and I wanted to post this past Friday, but I wasn't home for the majority of the day. So I posted nothing because I was out and I didn't get home until late. So, and then I want to do a live for my August upcoming releases. So I need to.
Are your upcoming releases going to stay lives?
I think so. Yeah. I think I'm gonna keep doing them live. I'm probably gonna do it next Sunday. Next Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fun.
So yeah. So what about you? You have anything coming up other than your Friday lives?
I know. Finally I do. So I took a bit of a break because of my move. I just had to kind of get myself together between the new job and the move and just being overwhelmed. And if you haven't seen it already, I released my pairings video about how I pair different divination tools with tarot. Yes, and then
that was good.
Thank you. Yeah. This week, which is very serendipitous because Dawn, Michelle, and
Lisa Pepez,
they did their dice video, and I'm like, okay, now you're trying to suck me into more tools, but okay.
I know, I love it. I love it so much.
But next week, I have the very first episode of my, I think I'll call it my Spread Wisdom series, where you can like kind of watch me talk through how I do the process of readings for different types of spreads. So this one is going to be more of the simple side. It's just a traditional 3-card spread where I go through the classic past, present, future.
Right.
I do a situation, obstacle, action. I can't remember. And then I do the just kind of free flow and give 3 examples and talk through it and show how to.
I can't wait.
I hope it's as good as it is in my head. But if you're looking to want to give readings to clients or expand your just how you do readings, I think it's a fun way to take different things from other people and applying to how you do them.
Yeah.
Thank you, Luke. I'm glad you like the divination series. I need to do a more in-depth one with my bones specifically. So that is also something. But I haven't recorded that yet. So that's a few iterations down the line. Yes. So that on top of my Friday live streams. Otherwise, that's it for now.
Sounds good. Can't wait.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, is there anything else?
Like the video, like both of our videos. Make sure to subscribe to both of us if you're coming from one of our channels, and then make sure you follow us on social media and join Brittany's Discord.
Oh yeah, join the Discord.
Come join us. We always have a good time there.
Yeah, if you like to chat and stuff like that, and I'm working on expanding it, but if you'd like to talk all things tarot or witchcraft, books, join us. Alrighty, guys, we are gonna head out. It's a little past lunchtime, and the cats are getting antsy. So we'll see
Yes.
you next month.
Yes.
If you have ideas for us, either comment below or let us know on Discord, and we'll consider them.
Yeah. Any other tags or things that you would like to see